Hello everyone, and welcome to the video I promised that I would make a summary over the stream. I did not get to watch it because I was busy that morning, but we have people who have typed up a summary, which I'll be putting that up in the video. So if people haven't seen the summary or something, you can tell them to always check mine out, just so that is an idea of what what will become expected in the future. So let's begin. My first point is going to be primes can be healed by medics. Medic ability soon can't be buffed by bots. Can be directed by Megatron/Optimus-like ability, which that has good and bad news to it. I'll start with the good news. The good news is, with having them healed and redirected by them, you can make them more useful and keep them alive longer. Specifically, the second and third prime we got. So my prime was at 18,000 health, and I've been power leveling him a lot this event. And then we have Solus, who has 23,000 health. So it'll be helpful to them. And the bad news is, if you don't use like Megatron or someone like that, and if they split off, your medic would likely chase them and keep your team, make a team die, basically. And the other thing would be, but if you can keep your pathing together even without them, you'll be fine. And I have to deploy mine like mid battle, so that they have so they provide some support or DPS wise. That's why I drop a lot of primes when there's a kill zone, of course. So the next thing I'll talk about is prime abilities can be reused. I would like to see how that one's going to play out. As long as they stay alive, I would assume it's infinite, maybe. I'm not all too sure about it, but we will figure it out sooner or later, won't we? Next one is going to be max total prime power, about 30% difference in health and DPS. That can be quite a lot of health. I am excited about it. That would actually help the lower HP primes right now, which is our second and third prime that we got. And yeah, it should be very interesting. And the DPSs, what were they? We have 503 and a 296. Primer does have more DPS than Solus, and Megatron beats Primer by a little bit. And to be fair, Primer's not at rank X, and Megatron's is. And then the next one is going to be very long to max total prime power. I already expected this would be the case, since primes in itself take forever to level up, especially after you hit the higher 50s. And you can always see that mine has 20 million XP needed for 53. So it's actually the lower end as well, but the lower end isn't too bad. I will say that, at least to me. So next thing is going to be major and minor upgrade. Major ones cost 500 PPP. Milestone upgrades include immunities and resistances. Max is 36,000 PPP. I wonder. So it sounds like it's going to be like another form of currency. That is what I'm getting out from reading this one. I am excited to see how this plays out, of course. And then the next point is something, I don't know, it's been asked when this will happen. Unicron likely coming in some way sometime. I don't know how they would implement that. I would hope that is without bugs, of course. If there are bugs, hopefully they're not too harsh like they have in the past. And then next one's going to be strong possibility for a shared Prime artifact launch. So, I think I've heard about people talking about this, and it sounds like, well, self-explanatory, but a shared artifact would be pretty nice, because you don't have to go and get all the individual resources like we are doing with the Wrecking Blaster, Primus Blade, and then the Source's Hammer. And they take a while to max out, and you end up maxing out on Cyber Alloy, I think. And then, yeah. Next one is going to be HQ19, not a clear direction yet. New power core, where the new building type planned for sometime this year, hopefully. I would hope so, because I've been waiting for something like else to do other than wars, events, and occasionally Zen Energon. I gotta buy it with Shanix though. But new power core rarity, that'll be interesting. So like something higher than G Metal, level 25 cores, and the good news about that, it'll give me something to use my alloy on. I usually am sitting on max alloy. Only times I don't have a max is when I charge my generator, which, is it ready to charge? Oh no, it's not ready. And let's see, new building type. I wonder what kind of new building type. I wonder if it would be like something like similar to an MBS health. That would be a new way to implement the more dangerous side element. And then I know it's been talked about here and here by some people, but wall core would definitely shake things up. Like you guys remember in the Christmas tree challenge that I did upload during when it was up, and I had a wall core, I believe, which that would make walls a threat, other than the threat to some of them are made to slay your team, but that's something else. And if I had a hope to win, they would put HQ19 in the game, maybe by summer or even early winter, maybe. So next one, the roadmap is left to right priority. I went over the newsletter. I'll put it up in this video. But whatever I read, they're gonna focus on left to right. Kind of makes sense. The Prime 2.0, a month away, and the TPP, 2 to 3 months away. I have been waiting there for months. I cannot wait for this. And then last point would be next stream is sooner than 4 months. Hopefully that's the case. And I'm gonna go ahead and now go over the the bonuses, the Prime Power bonuses. Unlock new bonuses for your Primes by enhancing them. Acquire any Prime plus 400 PPP. Level up any Prime 10 PPP per level. Rank up any Prime 70 PPP per level. Acquire any artifact 400 PPP. Level up any artifact 40. It's good. I guess it's like, 40 PPP per level. So I wonder now, with all the current relics we have, which I'm gonna start left to right, we have the Wrecking Blaster, the Star Saber, the Fortosaurus Prime. So I wonder all the current existing stuff, like all the rank ups and whatnot, would actually give you like a boost when they implant it in the game. That'd actually be a good way to induce it instead of having to start all over, start from scratch and go from there. And the next screen that I'm going to show is actually the full roadmap. No, like the full total Prime chart thingy. So we got, I think these look like they're all ready to go. So you get a health boost of 7.5%, summon cost minus 1.5%. Oh, that will be amazing. I will tell you guys that. Because sometimes it takes 21 points just to deploy the Prime. And depending on the base, I hardly get to use the Prime because of how little it takes. Then we have a plus 1.5% DPS increase. Special ability damage plus 0. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Prime XP bonus, none. Weird. Special ability costs, minus 0%. Oh, it looks like they don't have any. The Prime Power Stone. The Prime. Yeah, Prime Power Milestone. So 0 out of 12. So, and then on the right, you'll see a beam. You'll see a big star and it says beam resistance. Primes gain 30% resistance to beam damage. You gotta claim everything before you can even get to that point. This will be interesting. I look very forward to this thing. By any means. And hopefully this definitely sounds like it'll make the Primes more useful in a sense, because I know people will tend to call them useless, not worth getting. But yeah, this should change up the Primes a lot, I feel. I hope it sounds as good as it said. I hope it sounds as good as it's being hyped up to be, and hopefully not a letdown. I will always use the Prime regardless of the state. I will find a team and put this Prime with that to see what best fits them. And of course, I do want to max out all my relics, but that would take quite a bit time just to do that. I don't even have my first one maxed. I got 19, but still. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video as I went over the summary, and I will see you guys in another video. And remember, tomorrow or possibly Monday, I will do my best to get up that combat video. I would like to put it for tomorrow. I don't have it quite ready yet. And I will tell you guys why when that happens, because if it was ready, it would have been up like probably last weekend. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys later.